What's up, y'all? It's Jimmy coming you guys with another video. Before we get into the video, as always, make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And when you guys hit subscribe, please make sure you guys are hitting that notification button. To get right to the video, this is going to be something that's a little bit different than what I'm typically doing. Different in the sense where I'm by no means not an expert in fitteds or hats or anything like that, but it's something that I've always loved. I myself, I know within the fitted community, they're very looked down upon, but I do love dad caps, I love snapbacks, I love truckers. I honestly love all hats. The only thing I don't like are 6-panel hats, the Supreme hats. For some reason, those camp hats just never looked right on my head. The problem I had with fitteds for quite a while and why I never wore them isn't because I thought they were ugly. One, I thought they were a little bit pricey, like 50 bucks, 55, 60 bucks sometimes. To me, seem a little bit pricey for a hat. But then also two, the main reason being is I thought the dome looked way too big in my head. But I'll say recently, after going to California with my girlfriend, I picked up my first fitted in quite some time. After wearing them, like, yo, this actually looks pretty fire and not that weird, which is why clearly over the past 3-4 months, they've become extremely popular. And right, fitteds have always been around. I'm not saying fitteds are new to the game. Clearly there are a lot of new people getting into the game and getting back in the game like myself. My first ever fitted was when I was in like middle school. I got the Oakland A's classic green dome, yellow brim to match my Nike SB Dunk Low taxi cabs, the green and yellow pair. So that hat holds a special place in my heart. But this is all besides the point, right? You guys aren't here to hear a little brief history about hats or what my preference are. I'm gonna be showing you guys how I curve the brim on my fitted. And everyone has their own technique. I mean, some people use a steamer, some people use a 2-liter soda bottle, some people use a rubber band, some people use their hands. I'll say myself, I haven't used a steamer. Reason being is I do think that is the best method, I'm pretty sure. But I myself am too cheap to go out and buy a $20 steamer just to curve the brim on my hats. I do the rubber band method with my low profile fitteds and it fits pretty good. I will say it does give it a lot more of an athletic dad cap look in a sense, just because the brim is very curved. And I know with these fitted caps, you don't want it too overly curved, at least in my opinion. On how I like to wear my fitteds, I don't want it to look like a dad cap because I'm not wearing a dad cap, right? I'm wearing a fitted. And if you guys look at the hat that I'm currently wearing, this White Sox fitted, this one is from like the early 2000s, so there is no new era patch on this one. I will say, however, this one, in my opinion, for my style, is perfectly curved, just like the amount of curvature. It's not too overly curved, it's not too straight, because I think something worse than wearing a completely super curved brim that looks like a dad cap is wearing one that looks just too straight. It just doesn't fit my head style. So this right here is how I would like all my fitteds to eventually fit. This one, because it is a vintage one, has been a little bit more worn in. It just kind of naturally has that shape over time. So, you know, you got to give your hats some time to build into that shape, that form that you want. But the way I curve my brims to just even get them to start to have that type of shape. But the first thing I'll do to that straight brim is start to bend in a little at both sides. You want to make sure the fitted cap that you buy is completely even, because sometimes you'll get a brim where it's not perfectly straight, and then once you bend it, I mean, you can fix it with a steamer, but if you don't have a steamer, then you're going to try to fix it with your hand, and it's honestly just not going to look as good at the end of the day. What I'll do is I'll break the straightness of the brim by just bending it in on both sides a little evenly, and I'll like kind of like fold it in a little, right, just to give it a little bit more nudge on the brim. And then from there, you'll kind of see it start to take a shape already. This right here is a little bit straighter than I would like. Kind of like this right there, I think is like the ideal shape that I would like as the end result. But clearly you're not gonna get there right away. Some people put their rubber bands overnight. Like I said, for these, I haven't put any rubber bands and the shape has been coming along, honestly, not too bad. But every day I'll go to this hat, maybe I'll throw it on. And the best method that I like to do is I'll wear the hat, right? And then from there, I'll bend it in and then just kind of keep on shaping it this way. You know, this might be kind of weird if you're like doing this in a public place, but this, in my opinion, is a good way to get your brim shaped the way you like it. I don't know, there's just something about like just when you have a fitted cap that fits perfectly, like it feels like magic. Like this right here, you know, like I said, I would like the brim to be a little bit more bent in like this, and you guys might be looking at both like, bro, it's the exact same. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm telling you guys, once you wear it and you just look at yourself in the mirror, like you know when something fits you exactly how you want it. And this hat and then this Yankees hat just isn't there yet. So this Yankee hat is actually a little bit newer, so it's probably not as like bent as much as I would like it. But yeah, just over time, what I'll do is put it on, I'll bend it on both sides naturally. I won't over bend it, because if you over bend your brim and you like destroy it, there really is no going back. So take your time with this process, right? At least in my opinion, like what's the rush, right? As much as I know you want to wear your hat, this is something that, yeah, you could rush into, but why rush the process? This is something, you know, it's something you kind of enjoy. You know, you're just kind of working on the things that you love in a weird sense. I know it is just a hat, but you're shaping it exactly how you want to fit your style, to fit just the vibe you're going for. And I'll say this Yankees hat honestly isn't too far from what I would like it from. I think it has a good curvature. So, I mean, maybe I'll throw a rubber band on these two for like a day or two, and then I'll let it shape out even more. I know the one problem that I have had and other people do have with the rubber band method, and even this method here, is like, it's not really like a permanent solution to these hats. You know, this is just something that's gonna happen over time, because it's gonna naturally wanna bend back to that straight state that it was originally bought at. But like I said, with this White Sox cap, this is the permanent shape of this brim. And I mean, over time, I know this Yankees and this Dodgers cap is gonna look like that as well. So like I said, just have fun with it. Be patient, you know, try different methods that work with you. If you are willing to buy the steamer, make sure you guys go check out other YouTube videos on people that have done that process, because there's plenty out there. And like I said, I'm not an expert in this by any means, but I do have this little process that, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of other people do as well. But I did want to show you guys, and I really did just want to show off the fitteds that I own. I don't have a crazy collection or anything like that, because honestly, if I bought everything that I really liked, my collection would probably be 100 deep already. And you know, that's just a month of really liking fitteds. So gotta be a little bit more weary of what I'm picking up for fitteds, just because they are a little bit easier to buy in a sense, like they're only 50 bucks, right? Still a lot for a hat in my opinion, but it's a lot better than paying 200 bucks for one pair of sneakers. But yeah, so that's how I bend the brim on my fitteds. I really don't know if that was all too informative, but I hope you guys got something from it. Let me know down below in the comments how you guys bend your fitteds, and if you guys have picked up any fitteds recently, which ones were they? And it's gonna wrap up the video, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.